But it's too early. I can take risk, I said sensually. You already took a risk the moment you choose to entice me. Nakangisi niyang sagot. But it's different now. I don't want to lose you, Lucas. I've already come this far just to have you. Kaya hindi ako gagawa ng kahit na ano that will make me lose you. Ngumiti si Lucas. Ang isang kamay niya ay nasa aking likuran. Iniangat niya yon at marahang inaplos sa aking pisngi. You've got nothing to worry about. I don't want to lose you either, Selena. He sweetly said. Sandali ako natahimik habang nakatitig lamang sa kanya. Nanatili namang nakangiting nakatingin sa akin si Lucas. What? He asked, still smiling sweetly at me. When a couple of seconds passed, I was still silent. Pinaseryoso ko ang aking muka. Nasiya namang ikinakunot ng noo ni Lucas at ikinawala ng matamis ng ngiti. Then what about Maristela? Malapit na ang kasal niyo, di ba? Don't tell me you're planning to keep our relationship going, even if you married to her. Seryosong tanong ko na siyang dahilan upang matigilan siya. Marahil ay hindi niya inaasahan. Natatanungin ko siya tungkol sa relasyon nila ni Maristela. He might be thinking that I won't bring this up since I never really talk about it. He might be thinking that I don't care about it. Just like how I did not said anything when she cheated on me with Maristela when we were still married. Sa totoo lang, plano ko naman talaga na medyo patagalin pa ito. But as I told Lucas, I can take risk. Alam kong mahal niya pa rin si Maristela at ang nararamdaman niya sa akin ay tanging libog lamang. But I'm confident he'll fall in love with me as well. So I will now start to shake up their relationship, which is already on the rocks since I came back. I don't want to be the second choice, Lucas. Not anymore. So if you really want to be with me and keep this relationship going, then you will have to choose between me and Maristela. But you don't have to do it now. I want you to think about it more. Think twice, thrice, or even 100 times. Then from his neck, my hands went down, wrapped it on his waist, and pulled his body even closer to mine, until I could finally feel his arousal. Then my lips went into his ear and whispered, But let me just say this. Kapag ako ang pinili mo, sisiguraduhin ko na hindi mo pagsisisihan na pinili mong manatili sa tabi ko. Because I will do anything and everything you ask me to. I will be yours, Lucas. Everything I have, from the tip of my hair down to my fingertoes, will be all yours. Just like you wanted. At kapag naging sayo ako, mas higit pa sa sarap na nararamdaman mo ngayon ang ipaparamdam ko sayo. I will take you to heaven, wherever you want, and as many times as you want. So you better choose wisely, my Lucas. At ganun na lamang ang pagsingap ni Lucas. Nang matapos kong sabihin ang salitang yun, nagsimula nang gumalaw ang aking katawan. Rubbing my nipples over his totally clothed chest and my belly on his equally fully dressed arousal, while I slowly and seductively nibbled and licked his earlobe. Ramdam ko ang pagbilis ng paghinga ni Lucas. I also felt how his manhood twitched as I continued on rubbing my belly on his cock. God, Lucas, matagal ko nang napapansin to. But, are you really crazy about you? I am not. Mabilis na tugon sa akin ni Lucas. With a raised brow, I peered at him once more and scoffed. Do you expect me to believe that? You've been fucking me all night for 3 days. And you're not crazy about sex? I am not crazy about sa pakikiniig ko sa'yo. I am only crazy about you. At bago pa man ako makahuma sa kanya, ay marahas na inangkinan niya ang aking mga labi. Hindi ko na ikinagulat pa iyon. I guess this is another night of innumerable and interminable moaning. Nakatayo ako sa paanan ng aking kama at hindi mapakali habang paulit-ulit kong tinitignan ng cellphone ko, waiting for it to light up. Halos 1 linggo na dumaan since that incident at Lucas Mansions happened, and since Lucas and I fought. At hanggang ngayon, wala pa ako natatanggap na kahit isang text o tawag mula sa kanya. At nauubos na talagang pasensya ko. This has never happened before. Sa tuwing nag-aaway kami, hindi natatapos ang araw at pinupuntahan niya ako at pilit niyang inaayos ang gulo sa pagitan namin dalawa. That's what he always does. That's how he has always been. But this time, it's different. No text, no call, or even bouquet of flowers as an apology. Wala talaga akong natanggap. I waited and waited and waited, hoping for him to suddenly appear and apologize. But he never did. He changed. He totally changed. And I know that bitch is the reason why he changed. Alam ko na akong unang sumusugod at nagsisimula ng gulo sa pagitan namin dalawa. But it's just because my instinct has been telling me that that woman is up to no good. That she is planning something. And my instinct was never wrong. Idagdag pa ang mga pangyayari simula nung bumalik siya. Since she came, nagulo na ang tahimik kong buhay at ang relasyon namin ni Lucas. I sat at the edge of my bed. My phone is just right beside me. Kumuyom ang aking kamao. This is exactly what happened when Lucas got drunk and mistakenly slept with that woman. I found out from one of Lucas' friends that the reason he wasn't contacting me anymore was because he was already about to get married to that bitch. God knows how devastated I was nang malaman ko yun. But I love Lucas so much. At alam kong mahal niya rin ako. At ako talagang babaeng gusto niyang makasama habang buhay. So I did everything I could to take him back. I became his mistress and did everything just so that he would leave that woman and be with me. Na nangyari naman, Lucas left si Lina and filed an annulment. Kahit pa tutol ang mga magulang nito. He fought for me and for our relationship. And I did the same thing. My parents disowned me after discovering that their youngest and only daughter had become a homewrecker. People began gossiping about me behind my back, calling me slut, bitch, whore, and homewrecker. But I paid no heed to any of them. Nagbulag-bulagan ako at nagbingi-bingihan because Lucas, and only Lucas, is everything that matters to me. I've come so far and through so many insults just to be with Lucas, only to have that woman wreck our relationship and take the man I love away from me once more, especially now that we're about to marry. Lucas is my property. He was mine to begin with, and I will make certain that he ends up with me as well. I was about to get up to grab a drink to calm myself when my phone lit up. Mabilis kong kinuha ang cellphone ko. It's a text message from Lucas. Finally! Mabilis at excited kong binuksan at binasa ang text na ipinadala niya, thinking that it would be an apology, but I was wrong. I'll see you tomorrow. I'd like to speak with you about something. Iyon ang nilalaman na mensaheng ipinadala niya, and for some reason, I started to feel weird and nervous. I think we should postpone the wedding. Lucas' words blasted in my ears like a bomb. I sat there in my bed, unable to move, my mouth agape, and my eyes wide open. Tila nabingi ako at hindi magawang iproseso ng utak kong sinabi ni Lucas. Nanatili lamang ako na hindi makapaniwalang nakatitig dito. Seconds that turned to minutes had passed, and I was still unable to talk. Maristela, pagtawag sa akin ni Lucas. Nang ilang minuto pang lumipas at hindi pa rin ako makapagsalita, at nanatili lamang ako na nakatitig sa kanya. Paulit-ulit pa niyang tinawag ang pangalan ko, at sa panlimang beses na pagtawag niya sa akin, na sinabayan pa niya ng marahang pagyugyug sa balikat ko, doon ako tila nagising, my mind still refusing to process what he just said as I look at him. What did you just say? I asked. Are you playing a prank on me? Because if you are Lucas, it isn't funny. I was silently hoping and praying that he would say yes. I was secretly hoping that he would tell me that what he had just said was a joke, that he didn't mean what he said, and that he was here to apologize to me. But my hope was instantly shattered into pieces upon hearing his answer to my question. I meant what I said, Maristela, he said in a serious tone as he intently met my eyes. I really think we should postpone the wedding. And it was the earnestness on his face and in his voice that eventually made me grasp what he was saying. Sa wakas, nagawa ko ng kumilos at nagsimula na rin na bumuo ng napakaraming katanungan ng aking isipan. Mula sa pagkakaupo sa aking kama, tumayo ako. Naroroon rin ang hindi makapaniwalang ekspresyon sa aking muka habang sinasalubong ko ang mga mata ni Lucas. Why? Yun ang unang salita na lumabas sa bibig ko. Why are you suddenly saying this? What made you decide to postpone the wedding? The preparation is almost done, Lucas. Our wedding date is coming, and everything's going according to plan. So why are you suddenly saying this? What are you thinking? Sunod-sunod kong tanong. Maristela, we both know that our relationship has been in the rocks since past few days. And it's only got worse after what happened between you and Selena and my parents. I am just tired of all this, Maristela. At gusto ko lang makahinga, sagot ni Lucas. Don't give me that bullshit, Lucas. We have been planning about our wedding for so long. Your parents never liked me in the first place, but you still asked me to marry you. So do not give me that crappy reasons, okay? Lumapit ako sa kanya, hanggang sa halos isang dangkal na lamang ang layo namin mula sa isa't isa. Matapang at mariin ko na silalubong ang kanyang mga mata, trying to read his thoughts by staring at his eyes, but to no avail. I can't read anything at all. And since I can't read his thoughts, I decided to just ask him directly. Be honest with me, Lucas. Is it because of that bitch that you now wanted to postpone the wedding? Did something happen between you and that bitch? Kitang-kita ko kung paanong nag-ibang emosyon sa mukha ni Lucas. Mula sa pagiging seryoso, naging gulat na ekspresyon ang aking nakita sa kanyang mukha na siyang dahilan upang mapaatras ako. He don't have to answer my questions anymore. Just seeing how his reaction changed is more than enough for me to know. Tinalikuran ko siya. I walked over the opposite side of the bed and sat down again. This time, with both hands covering my face. My heart is gradually aching, and my rage is rising. I was correct. My intuition was correct. This was all planned by that woman. Maristela, this is not easy for me as well. Yeah, right. I removed my hands, that covering my face. Saka puno ng galit na umangat ang aking muka, tumayo ako at muli siyang hinarap. It wasn't easy for you? Well, that's not how I see it, I said with gritted teeth. Mukhang ang dali na nga lang para sa'yo na magdesisyon at sabihin sa akin na ipostpone ang kasal natin eh. Ang dali lamang para sa'yo na sabihin wag na muna nating ituloy ang kasal natin, na para bang hindi mo man lang naisip kung anong mararamdaman ko. You were not even asking for my opinion. You just decided it for yourself. And for what? For whom? For that woman? For that woman who you've already thrown away 6 years ago? Just so you could be with me? Selena has nothing to do with my decision. I decided it myself, so stop dragging her in this. Lies! Everything that you are sprouting right now. I know all of it are lies. I am not dumb, Lucas. Una pa lang alam ko na may pinaplano ang babaeng yon. I already warned you, yet you still fell on that trap. Lucas sighed. It's like he suddenly got tired, and it only fueled my anger even more. How could he act as if it is just a complete waste of his time? Bakit parang siya pa itong nauubusan na ng pasensya sa pakikipag-usap sa akin? I am fucking confused. I am fucking confused and mad here. How does he want me to react? What does he want me to say? Sa tingin ba niya papayag ako sa desisyon niya? Nang ganun-ganun na lang? Hell no! He spoke again. I know it's shocking for you. But, no! Pagputol ko sa sasabihin niya. I don't want to hear it anymore. Whatever your reason is, I don't want to hear it. I don't know what that woman did to you, but I won't agree to this. No postponement will happen, Lucas. Matutuloy ang kasal natin, just like how we planned it. Maristela, no! I said firmly, with intently meeting his eyes. Nakipagtitigan naman sa akin si Lucas. Ngunit sa huli, siya din ang kusang sumuko. He sighed once more. I know this is a surprise for you, so I understand your reaction. Let's talk about it when you've cooled down. For now, I leave. Aniya, saka niya ako tinalikuran at lumabas na ng hotel room ko, na para pang walang nangyari. Nangihina ang mga tuhod ko, na muli akong napaupo sa aking kama. I can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening right now. I was right all along. That woman was really up to no good. Lucas said that Selena has nothing to do with his decision. But I don't believe that. Alam kong may ginawa at sinabi ang babaeng yun para makapagdesisyon si Lucas ng ganun. But Lucas, how could he fall for her schemes? How could he easily get swayed by her? He hated her. Kaya bakit ganun na lamang kadali na nagbago nararamdaman niya? What did that woman do to him? But whatever that woman did, whatever method she did, at kahit ano pa ang plano niyang gawin, hindi ako aatras. I will let that woman know her place, just like what I did before. I won't let her ruin the future that I've already planned with Lucas again. So, hindi siya pumayag? Tanong ko kay Lucas. Habang magkatabi kaming nakahiga, nakapwa nakahubad at magkayakap habang magkaharap sa aking kama. As usual, Lucas sneaked into my bedroom again when midnight came and fucked me again. And after he's finally satisfied, nagsimula na niyang sabihin sa akin ang nangyaring pag-uusap. Or more like pagtatalo sa pagitan nilang dalawa ni Maristela. I was honestly surprised at how quickly he could decide to postpone their wedding. I expected him to take a bit longer to make a decision because he loves Maristela so much. And besides, it's their wedding. It wasn't simply a regular date that he had to postpone. But I was entirely wrong, given that he was ready to postpone their wedding. It appears that his hunger for me now outweighs his love for Maristela. But that isn't enough for me. I want more. I want more than him to postpone their wedding. I want him to entirely call off the wedding and leave Maristela for me. I wanted him to abandon Maristela in the same way he abandoned me for her. I want him to fall more deeply in love with me. And when he does, I will leave him. I'll leave him pleading for me. Just as I begged him not to leave me 6 years ago. Well, it's not like I expected her to agree. After all, napakabilis naman talaga ng pangyayari. Of course, she would feel upset. To tell you the truth, I feel horrible. I knew what I did was wrong, and I was extremely unfair to her. Suddenly wanting to postpone the wedding, and all that. No! Mabilis kong putol sa kanyang sinasabi. Saka ko marahang hinaplos ang kanyang pisngi. You shouldn't feel horrible. You just did the right thing, Lucas. After all, mas magiging unfair ka sa kanya kapag hindi mo pinuspone ang kasal nyo, kahit pa alam mo, sa puso mo, na hindi na buo ang pagmamahal na nararamdaman mo para sa kanya. Isa pa, you just postponed it. It's not like you canceled it, which I would have preferred. But since I have instructed you to take it slow, I'll wait. I'll wait until you decided who you actually want to be with. I told him. I can't let him feel guilty. I shouldn't let him feel bad or else he would change his mind again. At talagang matutuloy na ang kasal nila ni Maristela. I cannot let that happen. Kaya naman upang maalis sa isipan niya ang guilt na nararamdaman niya, isang bagay lang ang naisip kong gawin, and that is sex. Kung kaya't maliksi na akong pumatong sa ibabaw niya, hinalikan ng mga labi niya, and when I pulled my lips away from his, I looked at him seductively and sensually saying, "Now, why don't we stop talking about her and have fun again? It's not morning yet, so we still have time to fuck, right?" Isang malaki at napakapilyong ngisi ang namutawi sa labi ni Lucas at sinabing, "Hell yes!" 9:00 na nang magising ako. Since Lucas started screwing me every midnight, laging late na ako nagigising. Hindi ko na nga nakakasabay mag-umagaan sina Mama Olivia at Papa Roman. Mabuti na nga lang, hindi pa nagtataka sila Mama Olivia, since usually maaga naman talaga akong gumigising. At katulad ng palagi nangyayari, wala na si Lucas sa tabi ko nang magising ako. It's weekday. Kaya malamang nasa MI na siya. Nasa gitnang bahagi na ako ng hagdanan na nagmamadaling salubungin ako ni Ninita. Humihingal siya at hirap na makapagsalita si Ninita na tumigil mismo sa aking harapan. Kumunot ang aking noo. "Ninita, what's going on? Okay ka lang ba?" Buong pagtataka kong tanong sa kanya. Napahawak si Ninita sa railings ng hagdan and tried to catch her breath. Nakatingin naman ako sa kanya at hinintay siya na mahabol ang kanyang hininga. At nang sa wakas, bumalik na sa normal ang paghinga niya, nagsalita na siya. Sa natatarantan tinig, sabay hawak sa aking braso. "May problema tayo, ma'am." Lalong kumunot naman ang aking noo dahil sa sinabi niya. "Problema? What? Ano ba yun?" Maging ako'y nagsisimula na rin na mataranta at kabahan. "Yung aspin, ma'am." I did not say anything. I just waited for Ninita to finish her sentence. "Bumalik na po si Ma'am Maristela." At sabi niya po, dito na daw po siya titira mula ngayon. You will be living here from now on? And who decided that? Nakataas ang isang kilay na tanong ni Mama Olivia kay Maristela. Nasa sala kaming tatlo ngayon. Mama Olivia, Maristela at ako. Wala si Papa Roman dahil ang sabi ni Mama Olivia, nasa MI daw si Papa kasama si Lucas dahil may board meeting daw ang mga ito.